Hello students, welcome back to online classes. I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter 12, Identities and Factorization. In this chapter we are going to see various identities which we are going to use to solve the given polynomials or to factorize the given polynomial. So let us see some of the basic identities. The first identity is x plus y to the whole power 2 is equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. This is the first identity that we are going to use. The second identity is x minus y to the whole power 2 is equal to x square plus y square minus 2xy. The main difference between these two identities, that is x plus y to the whole power 2 and x minus y to the whole power 2, is if x plus y is given over there, then after y square there will be plus 2xy, and if x minus y is given over there, then there will be a minus sign after y square. Let us move to the last identity, that is x plus y in one bracket multiplied by x minus y in one bracket is equal to x square minus y square. So when we are going to multiply x plus y and x minus y, you are going to get x square minus y square. Let us see some examples to make your concepts clear. The first is 2a plus 3b to the whole power 2. So over here you can assume 2a as a and 3b as b. So 2a plus 3b is equal to, as we all know the identity, a plus b to the whole power 2 is equal to a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. Now in place of a square we are going to write 2a square. In place of b square we are going to write 3b square plus 2 into a. In place of a we are going to write 2a into, in place of b we are going to write 3b. So 2a to the whole power 2 is equal to 4 square plus 3b to the whole power 2 is equal to 9b square plus 2 to the 4, 4 to the 12, ab. I hope the first example and all the identities are clear to everyone. Let us move to another example, that is 3 upon 4a minus 4 upon 3 into b to the whole power 2. So as we all know the identity, a minus b to the whole power 2 is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So in place of a we are going to place 3 upon 4a to the whole power 2, plus in place of b we are going to place 4 upon 3 into b to the whole power 2 minus 2 into 3 upon 4a into 4 upon 3b. So when we are going to calculate it, we are going to get 9 upon 16 a square plus 16 upon 9 b square minus 2ab. I hope this example is clear to everyone. Let us move to the last identity, that is a plus b in one bracket multiplied by a minus b. So through this formula we are going to solve this problem, that is 2x minus 1 in one bracket, 2x plus 1 in one bracket, that is 2x to the whole power 2 is equal to 1 to the whole power 2, that is 4x square minus 1. As we all know, a plus b in one bracket multiplied by a minus b in one bracket is equal to a square minus b square. So if we are going to place the value of a, that is 2x square and b as 1 square, so we are going to get 4x square minus 1. I hope all the examples are very much clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is factorization using SCF. So before explaining you factorization using SCF, I am going to explain you what is factorization. So what is factorization? Factorization is a process of expressing algebraic expression as a product of factors. Now over here we are going to see the method how we are going to factorize a given polynomial by splitting of middle terms. So over here I have taken an example as 3x square plus 2x plus 35. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to take the product of the numerical coefficient, that is the first one and the last one. 3 and 35. The product of 3 and 35 is equal to 105, as we all know. Now the second step is, now find the prime factors of 105. Now we have to find out whatever the product of 3 and 35, that is 105, is there. So we are going to find out the prime factors of 105, that is 3 into 7 into 5. Now we are going to arrange these three numbers in such an order that if we are going to take two numbers like 3 into 5 is equal to 15 plus 7, the product of 2, and when we are going to add the third number, we are going to get the sum as 22. So if we are going to write 5 into 3 plus 7, that is 15 plus 7 is equal to 22. So in the same manner, if we are going to find the prime factors, and after that we are going to put the numbers in sequence, we are going to get the sum as 22. So the equation will become 3x square plus 15x plus 7x plus 35. So in this, if we are going to take 3x as common, so what is left? X plus 5. And in this, if we are going to take 7 as common, what is left? X plus 5. So the two roots of an equation, of this equation, are 3x plus 7 and x plus 5. This is how we are going to split the middle term, and we are going to find out the two factors which is going to satisfy this condition. Let us move to another example to make your concept more clear. Over here I have taken an expression as 7x square minus 19x minus 6. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to find the product of the first and the last one, that is 7 6 42. Now we are going to find the prime factors of 42. So if we are going to find out the prime factors of 42, it can be 7 into 2 into 3. Now we are going to arrange these three numbers in such a way that their sum is equal to minus 19. So if we are going to do 7 3s are 21 plus 2 minus 21 plus 2 makes minus 19. So over here I have done the same thing, that is minus 21x plus 2x minus 6. So if we are going to take 7 as common in these two, 7x, so what is left? X minus 3. And if I am going to take 2 as common in these two, what is left? X minus 3. So the two roots of an equation are x minus 3 and 7x plus 2. I hope these two examples are very much clear to everyone, how to split the middle term and how to find out the roots of a given equation. Now let us move to another example, that is find the SCF of the terms of an algebraic expression. If two terms are given to you, how you are going to find out the common terms? By using a method SCF. So first of all, we are going to divide both the terms, that is 8x cubed plus 12x square y. Now we are going to find out the prime factors of 8, that is numerical coefficient, as well as the variable. So the prime factors of 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, and x cube can be written in a product form as x into x into x. Now again we are going to find out the prime factors of 12, that is 2 into 2 into 3 into, if we are going to find out the product of x square and y, it can be written as x into y. The next thing that we are going to do, we are going to take out the common numerical coefficient as well as variable from both the equations. So over here 2 is common, x is common and x is common. So the SCF of 8x cubed plus 2x square y is 2 into 2 into x, that is 4x square. I hope all the three examples are very much clear to everyone. Now this chapter is over. Along with this chapter, I am going to send my lesson plan, and your duty is to complete all your work in your classwork copy. and please go through every example that I have done in the class as well as all the questions that I have done in the class. Till then, be safe and goodbye.